Luke, thanks for joining us today as we talk about the people of Ephesus.
I'm always happy to join you, Jordan.
Tell us about the city of Ephesus and the people there.
The city of Ephesus had about 200,000 people living there. It was a port city, so a lot of ships came with goods from many parts of the known world, and the markets were very busy with lots of shopping.
Did they have a temple?
Yes, the temple was to a female goddess named Artemis. It was a big, beautiful building and a great tourist stop for people traveling through the city back then. Many merchants sold little idols of the goddess Artemis for people to carry with them so they could worship this goddess wherever they went. Paul preached against this goddess, and you remember the riot that occurred because of this. Paul taught a god you make with your hands is no god at all. The merchants were not happy with this. They were afraid if everyone stopped believing Artemis was a goddess, they would have no business selling idols.
Paul was right. No idol made by man is a god. That is pretty ridiculous when you think about it.
I agree. Thankfully, many people in Ephesus believed in Jesus, that God is the one true God, and there is no other. When Paul was told by the Holy Spirit to go to Jerusalem and he would never see the people of Ephesus again, you can imagine that the believers in the church were sad.
I can't imagine how that affected the people of Ephesus. Paul was their spiritual leader. How long had he lived with them?
Paul lived there for 3 years. So yes, this was a shock. The letter he wrote to them became very important to them and other Christians across the known world.
That was the book of Ephesians, right? What did Paul write that? He thought the believers in Ephesus need to hear.
He talked about a lot of different things. The topic I remember most is about the importance of families and how family members treat each other. He really stressed children obeying their parents. He reminded the people that those who obey their parents would have a long life on earth and a happy life.
I can see that those who obey their parents won't get in trouble, so that makes sense.
He also told the people of Ephesus that God's plans is that both Jews and Gentiles have the chance to be children of God. If God is our Father and we obey him, we really will have a better life. The people of Ephesus shared this letter with other cities, but the letter bears the name of Ephesians because Paul wrote it to them.
It's now on the book of the New Testament, right? We call it a book, but it's really a long letter?
Sure, it sure has a lot of good words from God in it. Even though Paul wrote it, the Holy Spirit inspired the words. So it's like a letter from God himself, just written on paper by Paul. That's why it's in the Bible.
Thanks for being with us today, Luke.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.